the Sens Summer Series.
Chevy, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, boys. Thanks for having me.
Well, I will apologize publicly for the few texts I sent you all summer long to have you on the show.
Is hounding a better word, Shabby? Has he been hounding you like all summer?
It's not. If my wife was on here, she would agree. I'm the worst guy for scheduling stuff because I kind of go every day, just go with the vibe. And lately it's been pretty busy just being back with the boys here. So it's been a lot of golf and eating dinners there. So now we're just at home today, nice and quiet. So we're happy to be on here.
Shabby, are you not the type of guy that when off season starts, I used to do a calendar and you'd put like workout, golf, doing this. So you don't plan out your whole summer. You're just a day by day guy.
Yeah, I'm a big day by day guy. Like to ask in the old lady at 10 p.m. at night if I can play golf the next morning. It's usually wouldn't recommend it all the time, but it works sometimes. But no, I kind of go, obviously the main stuff like the workout, physio and everything over the summer, that's always booked up. But all the rest, all the fun stuff that I like all the stuff that it's not very important, that's usually I kind of go day by day to see what comes my way.
Hey, are you still a member at Royal Ottawa? Or were you, were you there once? Okay, you are. I thought I saw on the list.
I'm like an intermediate though, not a full member. So we actually got out there last week. Played there twice last week. So
you're the perfect member. You play like 6 rounds a summer there.
Yeah, everybody, all the other members like me. Never show face. Leave the tee sheet all empty. Never see my name. Maybe 4 times a year.
As far as I can tell, you guys have been playing a lot of golf with the group that's come back early. Is that like you? There's and it may be different, Shabby. You can tell me because this is now going into your 10th season. It seems like this is a really tight group that tries to get together as much as possible. And I'm not trying to make it a big deal. It just seems different.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. It's we're big like obviously the new guys that come in. It's always fun going golfing, especially if they golf because it's such an easy way to get to know each other. You spend 4 hours and then you might eat dinner thereafter. So it's easy to get to know all the new guys. But yeah, we definitely always have a lot of guys that are willing to do some different stuff. Obviously, we got guys that are dads and everything now, so it's a bit different. But we still get out quite a bunch. Like last week, we played 3 or 4 times, and there was I think 4 to 8 guys almost every day that want to go golfing. So no, we are close. We love hanging out with each other. I think the biggest thing is we like to compete and put money on some golf matches. That's the biggest thing. That's where that's why you get so many guys. But no, it's fun. I mean, that's why we come early. Obviously, go to the rink in the morning and get our work done. But I think it's fun before the big kind of grind, we call it, starts with training camp, that we can enjoy those days and just have fun.
Are you good enough that you put money down?
I'm decent. I like to think I'm pretty good. Pinto's been taking all my money lately, but no, it's fun. We have a lot of good golfers, so we try to make the matches even, but you know how it goes. One day you have it, one day you don't, and I haven't had it since I'm back in Ottawa. So,
but you were yesterday. You were closest to the fridge, which I guess is closest to the pin kind of thing. So you did win a fridge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was pumped too. Then I need a fridge for the garage, so that one, the Molson one with the Sens go on it, it'll fit right in. It's perfect.
Good. So did Drake win the thing? Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I mean, he is the best golfer on the team, so not too shocked, but I think the whole day was fun. More group. I played with PCL with a bunch of the guys, and we the first 4 holes we started even, and then we kind of got to know each other, and everybody kind of got loose, and then we got things rolling. So we were 11 under yesterday, so we were only 2 back, which I didn't expect, because I think the year before Drake won it at like 15 under, so I thought it was going to be higher than that. So kind of regret our start this morning. Wish we would have got off to a better start.
Okay, I heard, and I need you to help me out here, that Tim Stützle and Claude Giroux had a side bet between the two of them, and it was intense. That they didn't really want to talk a lot all day because they were dialed in to play.
I actually didn't hear that. I had a side bet with G2 yesterday and we beat him, but I didn't hear about Timmy's bet. Even I was sitting down last night there with Timmy and he didn't mention anything about it. I'm going to have to ask a question coming in tomorrow now.
Well, so there was they tested your swing speed or something to do with speed, correct?
Not for me, but they don't have to. I don't hit the ball hard.
There was something on the course that had to do with like speed of some sort, and Tim wouldn't.
Oh yeah, the par three, like one guy, one guy tees it off. Yeah.
He wouldn't do that because he was into the bet with Giroux.
Yeah, that's so funny because that was our second hole too, and I told the boys in my group, I'm like, because I had just made the bet, G was right behind me, and I just made the bet, and I'm like, boys, we're not doing this speed challenge. Like, we need a birdie here. So we all teed off, all four of us.
Fair enough. Okay, I want to get to you. We'll bring up G now because I want to get to it, but there's some other stuff to discuss.
Oh, Wally, did you get a fist pump from Claude yesterday? Did he give you one? Wally's been bragging about this for about all summer, Shabby. That him and G are buds. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Did you send Jake the photo?
So I will. This summer I went to Sensplex and we had a chat. Got a fist. We're besties. Anyway, I hung out with Claude yesterday at the golf reception. As you can see, we're clearly there. There's G. We're basically side by
two
side.
buddies. Yeah, that's fair enough. Close enough. I mean,
he has no idea you're there.
Yeah, he's a tough guy to get close to. So I'll take that.
So I was on 10 recording stuff, and he saw me, but he walked right by me. Like, he was so dialed in yesterday, he didn't say a word to me. He was the only player that didn't talk to me. Anyway, we're still besties. Okay, so we had him on last week or the week before, and we asked him, it came as a shock to me because I see that you two throughout your playing career look very happy together. We'll throw the pictures up, right? There's you and G always smiling and celebrating, right? Like having a little chat on the ice. So I was surprised when he said this to us in the last show. Player gets under your skin the most.
On my team?
Yeah.
Oh, well, probably Thomas Chabot. He just, I don't know why he's got a target on my back, but it's like every day I get in and it's chirps me right away, and then I just become grumpy. But I think one day I told him I like it when guys chirp me, and he literally just chirps me every day. And I mean, I do chirp him too, but it's he's definitely keeps me on my toes.
That's funny. I thought the French guys stuck together.
No.
We do. We stick together.
I was surprised by this.
Yeah, because I mean, G is just the best. I mean, you guys, like, obviously doesn't give out much, obviously, in just in general, but I don't know. Every day comes in the rink and he's got this freaking game face on, like 24/7, whatever we do. So. And me being the idiot that I am at the rink, then I just always kind of try and get going everybody in the morning. And then he's always the guy that I bump into at some point in the morning, and he's always got this game face on. So I give it to him. But yeah, the biggest part of this thing that he said, it's the end part, is I used to just, when he got traded with us, it's just like you start talking to guys and then you like chirp one guy, see how he takes it, kind of. And then G got going, obviously, and then he came to me and he was like, "Dude, I freaking love it every time you chirp me." So now it's kind of like a running joke. We always go after each other, but no, there's a lot of times even during games that we go. It's always funny because when we get new guys over the last couple of years, we mid game will just start giving it to each other, but. We both kind of know we're joking around, but you'll always look around and some guys are like, what the fuck's going on right now?
Yeah.
These two are just going at it.
Is he serious?
Yeah, it's kind of been like the thing going on, but no, I love the guy. There's no, it's just fun. Like I said, like you said earlier, our group's all like that. Like everybody kind of chirps each other. And I think that's what makes our group group's so tight. I think you're allowed to be serious and everything, but at the same time to be able to get each other going. So it's fun. I love that guy. It's one of my favorite teammates I've ever had.
His humor is great.
Yeah, I noticed last night, you and Timmy were like the last two players to leave. Like, how much do events like this mean to you guys? And obviously, like, you're sticking around with Timmy. Like, you guys are pretty close. Like, do you guys have a great time at this event?
Yeah, I had a blast. I think it's always fun those events because, like I said, it's way before anything's going on. The hockey hasn't started. You're not like tired. You have plenty of time through your days, and it's just fun getting to know the fans, the sponsors, and whatnot. Obviously, most of the time every year you play with different kind of groups, and then over the years, obviously for myself, like I'm starting to know a bunch of different people there. So it's always Timmy and I just wanted to stick around, and obviously we were sitting down, the two of us, but then you try and chat all day and trying to get to know people, and obviously people know us as hockey players and entertainers, which is totally fine, but we're all normal dudes and we're all approachable. I think in Ottawa, I don't think there's many guys on our team that fans would be like, you can't really talk to that guy. No, I think we try to bring that. It's a small community, it's a small city, I guess, and it's fun to be able to get to know the people and spend some time with them and get to know them better.
Shabby, just what you said there. Like, I remember at the beginning yesterday of the day, when everybody was talking, I don't know if you remember when Jacqueline from the foundation was speaking. Like, those were some pretty powerful words, and you can just feel the energy. It's almost like Ottawa's kind of like got a Green Bay Packers thing going on, where it's a small community, people are invested, and like you said, you guys are out and about in the public, and it's always been that way since I was even here. And I just think you guys do a great job interacting with all the people there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing is people show up. Like, you look at last year, there's not a night that the rink is not full and the city is supporting us. And obviously playoff was a whole different level, but people are getting behind us. So when I think like Brady is awesome at that, Timmy and the whole group is, but I mean, it starts from there. I think ever since we've been there, and obviously over the years, there's been some tougher years, but you just try and get out there and get to know people and being there, whether it was the skates last year or the hospital visits. And there's so many things that go on behind the scene as well, that not necessarily a camera or there's no pictures going on that people don't know. But what I like the most about that is guys do it on their own and they're willing to do it. You don't necessarily need TSN or whoever to be there and record you while doing it. And we have so many of those guys, which I think makes it even better because I think it's easy for guys to show up when they know they're going to be seen and everything. But I think when you really do it behind the scene and really do it on your own, I think that shows a lot about the people we have in that room and as a team. And throughout the season, you see so many different guys on different areas, different times to do it. And I think that's great.
I agree. We also don't mention TSN on the show.
No, sorry.
That's a sore spot, Shabby.
We'll beep it out.
That'll never happen. I do completely agree with you on the stuff that you guys do behind the scenes, which is tough for sometimes. Like, I will hear about it, but because you guys prefer not to have it publicized, we don't talk about it. But it shows what happens with this group, and on a huger scale, if you will, how important perhaps professional sports or NHL team is to a city and all the stuff that you guys do. So it doesn't go unnoticed. It just maybe doesn't get publicized as much. And so we appreciate the work that you do. Which leads me to, you've seen a lot in 10 years. You've played with 158 players, if I'm not mistaken, over your time. I'm going to get you now to list them all, if you don't mind.
Yes. Good luck with that. Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, and you made the comment, and so we always wanted to print the t-shirt. Like, we've been through some shit of what the difference is between the last 5 years or whatever and now, because like for me, this was the longest offseason we've had in the last 8 years because there was no drama. There was just nothing. All the contracts were done. The team was basically set. There was no changing in coach. There was just nothing. It's hard when you have a show to talk about.
Yeah.
But for players, it must feel really good.
It does. And what I meant by that is it not, yes, obviously we lost so many like games over the years, but a lot of it is you're gonna head up to the point that we were last year, basically making playoffs and hit your goal at some point. But um, through an 82 game season or year after year of losing games, you do believe in the talent and everything you got. But I feel like you don't. At some point, it gets so heavy that you don't think you will actually make it like to the big stage. So I think that was the biggest thing last year was in Columbus when we heard that we were officially in the playoffs. It was more like smiles of like just everybody being happy that okay, like it actually did happen just because of everything that we been through and all the season that we've lost and all the injuries and whatever happened. So no, I think it was just great. I mean, that's what you want as players is you want to go and build something. You put the trust in each other, and every single guy that gets out there on the ice, you put your trust in each other. And when you get to that point, and this summer, like you said, that not a whole lot was going on. I think it just means that management kind of sees the same thing that we feel as a group. And obviously, don't get me wrong, we all know it's a business and it always will be, but it's fun seeing that. It's fun like guys having coming back. Everybody kind of knows each other. There's not much changes. We can kick training camp off a better start knowing that Greener is there again. Most of the same players are there. So I think it just builds, and teams that have success year after year, that's kind of what they do. They just show up every year and it's the same kind of group that's always there. So no, it's obviously the goal that we had was last year making playoffs, but it's also the goal to keep it going, and we believe we can get further and further year after year.
Thomas, there's so much emphasis on Brady and getting Brady to the postseason for the past couple of years, but like you're the longest tenured guy on the roster with the organization. Like just on a personal level, like what does it mean to you to have the success that the team had last year and to finally like get over that hump?
Oh, it was huge. Like kind of went through it a little bit, but just the downs and the ups that you go through, and just being honestly just happy for each other. Like as like you said, like Brady, Tim Drake, a bunch of guys have been there like for since the start of the whole rebuild and everything, and it was just fun that we were there. It's just not, obviously once you get in, you always want more, right? We're in that world that you always want more, but it was just knowing that we got to that point and we got to our goal. We've been telling each other for 5, 6, 7 years, whatever, some guys, and we knew we were going to get there. And it was just more of like, okay, we're good enough. We have the talent for this, and we have the talent to do it year after year. And it was just a breakthrough, and it was just a good feeling for the whole group, I think.
And just to piggyback off that, like last year you had the wrist surgery. I know I talked to you about it a little bit yesterday at the tournament, but like you had the wrist surgery, you've had infrequent partners throughout the past several years. Like how important was it just to be healthy, have a stable, consistent partner in Nick Jensen? Like you finally put together a massive season for yourself, and just like you're one of the focal points of the team and help get it to that hump. Like how important was that for you this year?
It was huge. I mean, that's what I was asking for over the years, to be honest, to just have one guy that you get out there on the ice every single night with. You build something and you build chemistry with them. And this year with Jens, when he showed up, we kind of kicked it off right away. We felt good with each other. We got along very well, obviously. And I mean, the guy's a stud. The guy's such a good player, and I loved every second we played together last year. And like I said, I know it's kind of came more public, but like the shit that guy went through last year just to play every single night was crazy. And that you can't, I think as players, as teammates, you can't respect more a guy that'll do anything to just get out there and go play hockey. So no, it was good. It was a fun year last year. obviously a good year with Gents, but also making playoffs and everything. But also the biggest thing for me was I would have played 81 games last year if I didn't eat a puck in the face and miss one game. I would have played almost 82 games last year, which I had never done. So I think we kind of found something that helped me get ready for the season, and we kind of built off that again this summer. So hopefully the same thing happens.
And is
Chevy,
it
where
weird?
did you where,
Sorry, go ahead,
where did you take that puck again? Where did that get you? That get you
Right
right in the
here,
nose?
right under the nose. So
Oh,
yeah, it broke. My nose broke, and then the whole like bone over your teeth like was cracked up everywhere, and it was, yeah, it was kind of nuts. It's wasn't fun. So I was like 4 weeks after of eating soft food or whatever. So it wasn't
oh
great.
yeah,
I've had better
I
times,
remember that.
but we made it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
The,
didn't look that bad. It didn't look that bad after you like then a couple days after we'd see it, but like
Yeah.
it didn't look that bad.
No, I know, because seriously, I don't know how, like, I didn't lose anything. It was just everything was broken, but inside, like, you can't really see anything. And the nose, the next morning, they pushed it back in place. So, I mean, nothing, like, you couldn't really tell. It didn't look like it was, but it definitely, I can confirm to you, did not feel good. But
yeah.
um, just put on the bubble, and we played a couple games with it.
Back to Nick Jensen, we call him the strong silent type, as you also alluded to, that he doesn't like to talk a lot. So does he communicate on the ice?
Yeah, he does a lot. Once a game, definitely not as much as I do because I get a little stupid sometimes on the bench and get him going anytime he makes a good move. But no, we talk a lot. We sit next to each other in the room, so there's always a good wide open conversation for both sides, and it's fun. It's fun having a guy that you can get feedbacks from and during games, after games, in practice, and everything. So no, it's been a blast.
And I'll get to Jordan Spence in a sec, but does a career high plus 17 after all the stuff that you've gone through matter to you, or is it just a stat that doesn't mean anything?
To be honest, I think in general, I mean, if you're not going to be on a good team, you're most likely not going to have a good plus minus. That's just the way it is. I don't like to care too much about it, but at the same time, I did want to prove myself that we're able to have a good plus season. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a defenseman. You play a lot of minutes 5-on-5, and you take pride in defending and playing good both ways. And obviously, I was pretty happy the way. It finished last year, but I mean, at the end of the day, plus minus, it is what it is. A lot of different guys get a lot from tough years when you don't win as many games with the empty netters. So there's a lot of minuses that go in for no reason. But no, I definitely took pride in that last year, finishing in the plus.
So Shabs, there's a website called Evolving Hockey that has like the proprietary wins above replacement value. Obviously, it's like big in baseball and everything else, but like just in terms of like your value relative to like the league average player, like you were top 20 in the league, like your season
really?
last year. Yeah, like based off analytics, like you had a phenomenal season. Like you've always been like an analytical darling. You do a lot of things well on the ice, just through your puck movement and everything else. But like, when you have a season like you had last year, where you're finally healthy, you finally have a consistent partner. Like, how do you go into the off season where it's like you finally have a sense of normalcy? Like, what have you done this summer?
I think I think that was the standard last year that I always wanted to get to. And I mean, sometimes it takes longer to put the puzzle together kind of thing, but that was the player that I always wanted to be, is being reliable in my own zone. And obviously the offense going to come obviously at different times, but you know what? It was the same mindset. I think for me going into this past summer, a lot of it was more hunger, I'd say, this year, just the fact of being in the playoff for the first time and going down 3-0, not giving ourselves obviously the best chance, but I thought we for sure we're going to bring that back to game 7 at least. But I think you kind of leave that knowing, we learn more and then knowing better for next time that we'll be there. But I think that was the hunger that went in. Obviously the season, it is what it is, but for me it was the experience of being in the playoffs and having a season that we had as a team is what we want to achieve and even get better year after year.
Hey, Shabby, to your point too, with the plus minus and all that, you're not as sore when you don't have to play in your own zone the whole year compared to when you're playing more in the O zone.
Yeah.
And when you make the playoffs too, the summer just feels that much better. But man, when you miss the playoffs, you're minus, you're sore all the time.
Oh yeah, it's not it's not fun. I mean, it's like I said, I don't get me wrong, there's been years where we obviously had no chance of even coming close to the playoffs, but you just want to have as best of a year. And I've always been the same way, even in junior. It's you want to have as best of the year as a team. I think you want everybody to go into the summer feeling good. And obviously
Yeah.
that's a little crazy to say out loud. Things don't go that way, obviously, in life, but you want everybody to go home and feeling like, okay, yeah, we did something, we're getting there. And our group is older now. Everybody goes home this summer and knows what they need to do to get better and come ready for training camp. And we've been here for a week and a half or so now, the whole team. So everybody looks good. Everybody did what they had to do this summer. So it's great.
You waited a long time to play a playoff game, and in Game 5, you scored the game-winning goal. Where does it rank as your first playoff goal?
Oh, it's up there for sure. It's obviously you dream of playing in the NHL, then you dream of scoring a goal, you dream of making playoffs, and then you dream of doing something in the playoff, and then winning a Stanley Cup. I think those are all the steps as hockey players. But no, I mean it was fun. Like I said, the whole experience is kind of what we want every year. Now it's not really. Obviously it does become a standard as a team, but then I think we kind of just did it on our own. I think as players, it's now our standard just between our group. Don't even talk about whatever the outside world is saying. I think it's just what we want as a team, and we got to be like we were talking yesterday. Unfortunately, it's not going to get any easier to make playoffs year after year. I mean, our division last year, all 5 teams made the playoffs in the East. So every team gets better every year after each summer. So it's still going to be a grind. But now I feel like now that we tasted that, we won't let that go, and we'll be ready.
So as you get ready for the year, we know that it's likely Nick Jensen may not be ready for this season. I'm not talking out of school, but I'm wondering. So if you look at who might be your partner, Jordan Spence would be an obvious choice.
Yeah.
Have you had much of a conversation with him? I don't know how much you've skated with him, but what are your impressions so far?
He's a great guy, man. I mean, East Coast guy. They're all good dudes, so they're easy to get along with. But no, he's been great so far. We skated a few times, obviously, in the last week or so, but no, we played golf the other day again. Like I said, he's a funny guy. He's just a chill guy. Likes to be around the boys. Likes hanging out with the guys. So I mean, fits right into our group and what we have here. So, but yeah, like you said, I mean, for partners, it's. Obviously, you hope Jens doesn't miss a whole lot of time, but I mean, at the end of the day, when you go through those things, you want to make sure that you recover as best as you can and get out there and feel like yourself before the injury. So, but no, we'll see what's going to happen. I mean, we'll find out once training camp kind of starts, but we'll see.
If we jump around on some questions, I apologize, but people in the chat have wanted to know what your first pick in your fantasy pool was.
That's the important stuff.
Yeah. Did you not have first pick overall?
No, I had third this year. I took Saquon.
Oh, Shabby. I had third in mine too. I went Saquon too.
Yeah, there we go. I like that.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about the Madden cover curse. I guess there's like a curse when you're the Madden cover.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to see the Cowboys ever on it again.
I still
they
write
will
with
be
them,
because
though.
they're terrible.
Yeah.
But
Are you a Cowboys fan?
I maybe.
Yeah.
Wally, you're not the Cowboys type of fan. You're kind of like, I'd see you more as like a Cleveland Browns fan.
No, I go back to oh God, now I can't think. Who's the coach? Longtime coach
For the
the Cowboys.
For the
He used to wear
Cowboys?
Jimmy
the fedora.
Johnson.
No.
Oh,
before him.
yeah. What the hell's his name? I just watched the Cowboys
Anyway. The
The
doc.
Cowboys
yeah.
sing on
Well,
Netflix. It's Tom Landry.
that's right. So I go way back to that era. Anyway, Ed Too Tall Jones and whatnot. So
How'd you take that, Micah Parson? What'd you think of that?
So I'm guessing that there was a lot more that went on behind the scenes in the locker room that made him kind of expendable.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that he may have been a little bit more disruptive, but maybe that's also what's being perpetrated to make the trade seem better. But I'm curious if there was not more to it than just simply.
There had to be something,
right?
Yeah.
There's
For
something
sure.
there.
They love disruptive guys, though, Wally.
Yeah, Jerry Jones loves chaos.
He likes chaos.
Loves chaos.
But he doesn't have to pay 180, whatever the ridiculous 140, whatever they paid him. They can have chaos and pay a little less.
Yeah.
So
Shabby, you
enough.
have to watch You have to watch that Cowboys documentary. It's awesome. Where
Is it? Yeah. I
it's
love
so
those documentaries too.
if you read books, the book about the boys written by Jeff Pearlman is amazing.
Pearlman's fantastic.
So
I read books, but I read 3 pages and then fall asleep. So
see,
it
I
takes
know
me
I'm
3 months to read it.
give it to me on video. I wanted your thoughts on Ridley Greg having his own bobblehead and that it is from the empty netter against Toronto.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny, actually. That's another guy that doesn't get a whole lot. So we were kind of all shook when that happened and he did that. But no, I'm actually excited to see it in person. Hopefully, you know how they pick guys to judge the bubblehead every year. So hopefully I'm one of them. See what it is.
What are you guys saying on the bench when that moment happens? Because are you just like, oh shit, he did that, and then Riley jumps him, and you're probably like, oh shit, look, like I can't imagine being on the bench for a moment like that.
I mean, I was on the ice and I was following up, and then I saw him do that, and we kind of all had the same reaction, just like, really, that just happened. But I think it was good. I mean, look, the bubblehead's going on. The fans loved it. The whole city loved that move. So, I mean, we don't get me wrong, we liked it too. But it was just we were kind of all shook that really happened.
Listen. When you're covering the NHL, you want that kind of stuff to actually have to talk about. So I am all for personality. You can do it next time. We're all in favor. Would you do anything like that?
I don't think so, but I feel like I might have just jinxed myself. Some might happen. I never thought of taking a clapper or empty net. Like I've seen those, like you go slowly late in there or something. I've seen those, but I never thought of a clapper.
Wally, I was at that game. And that game had a different mood. Like, I don't know if you remember, Shabby, but I remember, I think Matthews scored early in that game. And he went to the crowd. And he did the whole thing. And I know from those, it gets annoying when you have the fans in your building. And so I understand why Ridley did. I'm with you. I wouldn't do it. But I understand why he did it. And I think the fans appreciated it. Like, I thought they loved it.
Well, that's what I think that's what it was. It was like an actual very intense game for... I mean, Toronto, Ottawa, it always is, but that one was really, there was a lot of stuff going on. So,
yeah.
But you know how those things are. Like you kind of, you're in the mix of thing, and then it happens in 0.1 second, and then you just did it. I mean, we'll ride with Ridley like any day of the week, right? Like I couldn't care less that he did that. I thought it was awesome. Like if you ask me, but I think it was good. Like you said, like the whole city got behind that empty net slap shot and everybody loved it. So I think we all loved it. We all laughed about it after the game. It was great.
Now we got a bobblehead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the last thing I was going to ask you about. I'm just curious do you have to handle expectations any differently this year? And does the word matter? Because we're all going to come in and as of right now, even yesterday, like, what are the expectations? If you guys go into any kind of 3-4 game slump, people are gonna be like, okay, what's going, like, are you guys okay to handle those expectations?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're going with the same mindset as we did last year. I mean, there's nothing, like you said, there's no player, not a whole lot of changes in our lineup, and we just want to be part of playoff hockey. It's simple as that. There's no expectation. I mean, the expectation now that we've played a playoffs hockey, that's what we want as a group. And there's no, like I said earlier, it's not going to get ever easier to get in there, but we know what we have. We know we have a lot of talent. We have a very good team. So, like I said, I mean, it was a fun year last year, but at some point you got to turn the page and then move forward. And this is the time of the year that we're going to do it. It was all great, and we took a big step, and we were the whole city's happy and everything. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're not just going to walk our way right into the playoffs next season. We're going to have to go out there and earn it.
Shabby, how happy are you to start a new season and not be asked how happy you are about last year?
Yeah, seriously. No, like I said, it's just fun, man. Like the whole group, like everybody coming back, like it's the same guys, it's the same kind of training camp, probably most likely ish we're gonna have. It's fun. It's stable, and then we're all on the same page. We're all ready to go, and we have a good thing going. So hopefully we get it right off the bat in Florida.
Third all-time in points in Senators history. And I know your career's not done by any stretch of the imagination. Do you ever look at where you perhaps sit all-time in the Sens? And I think when it comes to games, you might be fourth. One of only, I think, four to have played 500 games or something to that effect. Do you pay any attention, or do you just say, you know what, I'll look at it when my career's done?
To be honest, no. Like I'll see it if it like pops on social media or something in my face, but I don't really look at it. I mean, it's like, to me, like I said, I'm from a small town outside of Quebec City. Like, told my grandma since I was 6 years old that she'd be watching me on TV playing the NHL since I was a baby. So just being in the NHL was a crazy thing for me. You know what I mean? It's not. So I just enjoy it, man. Like I love every second I've spent in Ottawa. I love the city, the organization, the fans, everybody. And we have a hell of a group. We have a hell of a group of buddies that I feel like will be friends for a long time. So that's all that matters to me. And like I'm trying to enjoy as much as I can every day. And we have the group for that. So I'm just happy to be here. That's it.
Are you the unofficial tour guide, or maybe the official tour guide of Quebec City when you guys head there for preseason?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. We're gonna spent some time. Some of the guys came were at my wedding last year, so some of them have already been through a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna try and take the boys around and go for some nice dinners, maybe play golf when we're out there. So should be a lot of fun.
Exciting for you?
Yeah, I mean, I never thought in my life I'd be playing NHL preseason game in Quebec City where I grew up. So it's definitely fun. We have all my family's side, all my buddies, and my wife's side. So there's going to be a lot of people there to watch the games, and I know it's preseason games, but it's still going to feel special for me to play in that building.
We'll pencil you in for those games. I guess you know that you're playing.
Yeah, I would hope so, at least.
Finally, are you still the locker room DJ?
Yeah, pregame I am. Then the rest of the days it's a tough job, man. Like you don't want to.
It's tough.
5 minutes before the game, you need the right song, and then some games you kind of mess it up a little bit, and then you lose the game. But I'm a big guys are not fan. I'm pretty superstitious guys, so as long as we win, I keep writing the same songs and whatnot. So, but no, I think I'll give credit myself. I think I do a pretty good job.
Who's the last guy on the team you want to handle those responsibilities?
Chucky with his song. He's a big lover kind of songs. You know what I mean? That wouldn't get you going before the game.
The Adele stuff.
Like a big
Valley
guy?
Like the big teddy bear, like it's just country music, whatever. It's just nice and quiet, but I wouldn't give it to Chucky, but in the gym he puts it sometimes, and it's kind of like, yeah, you're kind of like, we need a little more, but Chucky's not going to like hearing that.
Will there be a post-game song this year, a post-game win song?
That we always go every year. We don't really pick one. It's just usually like we hear it somewhere or some fun happens with a song or whatever, and then we kind of just pick it. But right now I have nothing. I haven't picked a winning song in I've never picked one. It's just usually it's Alex or trainer will just test it out first game of the year, first win, and then see if the guys like it, and then eventually sometimes we switch it. We don't know. We just kind of go with the flow every year.
Fair enough. Someone quickly just asked about the downtown arena, and it's 3 to 5 years. Who knows where you are or whatever, or anybody is for that matter. Are you excited to perhaps get to play in that arena that's been talked about, well, since you've been here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's. I think it'll be fun. It'll be central for everybody. I mean, you guys hear Michael all the time when he speaks. It's the Ottawa Gatineau community, and I feel like that's the most central part for everybody to be there. I mean, obviously, I definitely have a soft spot for the rink that we have right now since I've been playing there forever. But I mean, you go around the league, anytime you see a brand new rink, it's hard not to like it. You know what I mean? There's so many things. They build so many things around it. Now it's almost like a full event space more than the actual hockey game. But no, I mean, it's going to be exciting. Everybody's going to be near it. I think it's going to be central. I think it's going to bring life to the city, to the downtown part where people will leave the office and go for dinner and then walk over to the game and whatnot. I think it's going to be good for this city. I think so.
It's exciting times, Shabby, and so we're excited to see this season get underway, as I'm sure you are. We appreciate your time. Thank you for giving it up to me finally. I won't text you the rest of the year.
You're good, boys. Yeah. Thanks for having me. That was fun.
Right. See you,
Thanks,
Shabby.
Lance.
Take care.
Yeah.
Thanks.